no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make it.
Ooh, how are y'all? Oh, Lord. Okay. I need a haircut. That's just all there is to it. How are you, Ellen Dragon? I hope you're doing good. I think Toddy and I got things mixed up. Toddy was supposed to come on with me, and I didn't get right back with her earlier because I've kind of been running. Oh, there you are. Did it not go through, Toddy? Here. I dropped it. I sent you an email. It might not have gone through. Let me drop the link in the chat. I have been running 90 to nothing. It's early. Lord, y'all, this hair. This is almost embarrassing. I need a clip. I don't think I have one. Hey,
there you go. You ain't got nothing on the hair.
Oh, it
you
is.
Leave yours alone. It looks great.
It's driving me crazy. Yeah. I keep it up in a clip constantly, so when I do let it down, it's like ah.
How you doing?
Doing all right. How are you?
I'm all right, thanks.
The baby is good. We went and had that's what Toddy was confused about. She didn't know if I was going to make it because Katie was spotting since Saturday, or she started spotting Sunday after the birthday party Saturday, and she was nervous. So we went for an ultrasound, and baby Renly is bumping and waving. We got a pretty picture of her little hand waving at us. And
oh, great!
Everything
awesome.
looked good. So
that's great. That's great.
And then she wanted to go shopping, so then we had to go baby shopping, and I bought outfits.
There you go. Good for you. When's the baby due?
February. I think her C-section is the 5th of February. Oh, okay. So I think the due date is like the 11th, and so she'll have a C-section. She had one the last time, so
okay.
She's very excited because she's not having another one, and she's got a boy. So Renly will be rotten. She's gonna be rotten.
There you go. A boy and a girl. There you go. Cool.
But how has your week been going?
It's all right. It's been a rough week. Anybody that knows what's going on on this side of the world, but it's going.
caught a little bit of it, but I'm clueless. I'm kind of lost in.
Yeah, I'm kind of damned if I do, damned if I don't. If I don't talk about it, I don't stick up for myself. If I talk about it, I'm creating drama. I can't figure it out. So, you know,
Right.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it's
think that,
hard to make those decisions sometimes.
yeah, I think that I did what I needed to do for me. And I think that, you know, the truth will unfold. It's just a matter of time. That's the way it's always worked out.
You know,
So,
I was Christy called me. We were on the phone the other day, and I said, "Girl, we already had this conversation. What the fuck were you thinking?" And she was like, "I know," because the last time when she did the PR thing, I told her, "If you ever do something with somebody like this again, I'm coming down there and kicking your ass." And so she's like, "Come on, I owe you a bottle of wine, and you can kick my ass because I should have listened to you." And I said, "You know not to talk to people. What are you doing?" Just
it kind of made, I don't know, I didn't even know about it until it already started, and then I got dragged into it. So, you know, it is what it is.
yeah, I mean, it just sometimes it's the craziness of life, I guess, or social media.
Yeah, I'm just making my world a little smaller, to be honest with you.
And you know, I like mine the way it is. I stay in my lane, and I'm friends with everybody all over the place, and just I and
Yeah,
I'm
I'm gonna
really
start
proud of it.
retracting some friends cards, if I'm honest with you. I'm gonna
Yeah,
start taking some friends because I know who I am as a friend, and I
right.
know the value I am as a friend, and I'm not wasting it on people anymore. I'm just not gonna do it.
And I can
Yeah.
understand that. I
Yeah.
don't give a lot of people that place anymore because I've been screwed over so many
Well,
times.
that's where I'm at now. So it's like, yeah, take care of your own shit. I don't
Yeah,
care.
and I keep my friends are it's a very small circle, and when it comes to social media, I I don't fight other people's fights anymore. I just
Yeah.
don't.
Well,
Um,
I wasn't trying to do that. I wasn't something I was reaching out to do. I don't really want to talk about that
yeah.
anymore. Let's talk about the Delphi case.
So if y'all have not seen it, there is a new documentary on Hulu, and it
Right.
is called. I'm trying to remember what is it called again.
It's the Delphi case. I'm pretty sure it is called the Delphi
It's
case.
called Capturing Their Killers. The girls on the high bridge.
Yeah, and there's two on Hulu right now.
Yes, there is another one over there.
That's
Um,
it's an older
this
one.
this one had newer stuff. It has his wife in it. I have a clip I'm going to play, but I want to be careful because Hulu will get you. But it's his confession on the phone to her because I have questions.
Yeah, he confessed. They said 60 times. Did you know that?
There's a lot of they're saying a lot of times that he would just confess, but was it the medication? See, I'm not sold that he did it. I mean,
I don't think he did it.
I
I
know
don't think he did it.
he was convicted, and so saying alleged isn't necessary. But I have questions. I don't know.
The whole thing was wrong though, because he is the only guy that I know, and you guys could check it out. Like, he's the only guy that I know that went to prison before he was convicted. You know that he was not held in a county jail; he was held in a prison.
Was he? See, that part
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yes.
I popped his ass. I
Yes.
did not know that.
Yep.
Mm.
He was given that medication that he shouldn't have been taking.
Well, and that was one thing I was reading earlier, and they said that they didn't think it was working, so they did another dose or changed it something, and then it just his mental health kept getting worse. But he dropped 90 pounds,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
And his behavior was horrible. I mean, like, come on. They knew what they were doing to him. And you know what they said, that there were two guards that had what is it? That Odin symbol or something.
Mhm.
There
Yeah,
were two cop, and there was one, wasn't there one cop that ended up dying in jail or in prison or something? There was somebody else involved in the case that ended up
I
dying in
didn't
prison or
that
something.
the Odinism, however you want to say it, religion thing. I find it far stretched. I know people that are in part of that religion, and they're appalled by being linked to something of a ritualistic killing like that because that's not a current day practicing belief.
Right.
And I do think that them focusing, and it's the one thing I hate about these shows and social media, how they find people and pretty much convict them before we know anything, and people are innocent and they're like drugged through the mud, and it's frustrating. But
that guy, if he got out of prison, Brandy, today, I don't know how long it would take for him. First of all, he'll never be the same.
right,
He'll
he's
never
never gonna
be.
be the same.
And I don't know what it would take for him to be normal. You know, I mean, they caught him on his floor, like they caught him eating shit. They caught him eating papers. I mean, of course, the medication isn't working. It's not a normal thing to eat feces. Come on, like there was, yeah, yeah. It was not. It wasn't good.
I don't have faith in the prison system ability to properly medicate people.
Well, there's doctors. There's real doctors that work inside of them, of those. I mean, and they're real full-fledged doctors and nurses and that work inside the facilities. That's just their job. But they're full-fledged doctors and stuff. This was dirty. I mean, first of all, if you look up, nobody goes to prison without a conviction. Why was he held in a prison? He was held in prison.
Should have been held in a jail.
Yeah, be held in the jail for sure, for sure. So here he's held in prison. There's a reason for that. I don't know if it's control. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's control.
Yeah, Pomps and Sass, I'm just not convinced. I just am not. I'm not saying I think he's innocent, but I know they had, other than that bullet, there's no other evidence beyond him going to the police station right after it happened and say, I was there that day. I didn't see the girls. And then that set locked in a file underneath something else for years before, 5 years before anybody even found it. Somebody else come in looking at cold case with, ooh, I found this. And that's what they went off of.
Yeah,
so
that's it. That's all. And that wasn't a spent, I heard that was not a spent.
It just come out. It was like if you going to cock a gun, it would pop out and be there. So it wasn't spent. So it didn't go through the barrel. It wouldn't have any.
So there's no way of knowing if that came out of that man's gun or not.
What they said, because there's another suspect that had the same kind of weapon that would have put the same marks on there. So when it's in there and it's locked in, it'll mark on the I don't even know what it'll mark the bullet, but it could be any of those. Like if you and I have the same weapon, that weapon's going to put the same mark on the bullet if it doesn't go through the chamber. Now once it goes through the chamber, it'll change the markings.
Right. So yeah, so anybody could have had that.
And so I'm just not, because the girls were not killed with a gun. They were stabbed, horribly stabbed.
Well, with a box cutter, was it? No, or they just found the box cutter of his.
One of the marks on, I think it's, I'm not even gonna say which girl because I could have the wrong name. One of the girls had a mark on her neck that is similar to the little flippy thing on the box cutter.
Oh, okay. I think the guy that did it is actually Logan. I think he's the guy, the dead guy, the guy that's no longer with us. How convenient.
Yes. Yeah, and I suspected him for a while too.
Well, here's what they should be able to do, and I thought that they did do it. And I think that this would very much clear it up, to be honest with you. I think that there is a way of finding out how tall Bridge Guy is by
the video, looking at the video
and see how tall the girl was and this and that. I think that and he's a small man. Richard Allen's a really small guy. He's like 5'5", 5'6", maybe, a small guy. And this guy supposedly is bigger, larger guy, taller guy.
Yeah, the pictures, he looks taller. He looks like a big dude. It doesn't look like Richard Allen.
No, he's not. He's a small guy. And when you see him around other people, other men especially, you can see how small he really is. He's a small man. He's definitely a small man.
Right. Yeah, and I don't know. I feel like they had a lot of pressure to solve this case. And
I'd love to know that. That's what I'd love to know. Who needed election that year?
Right. Where were we at in elections? And It's a small town. Where was the pressure at?
Right, exactly. Because that's where I'm starting to look everywhere now, always over there.
Were we
ILM.
were we rushing to get a conviction because it's looking bad that you've got a 5-year-old case you haven't done shit with, and 2 innocent children
Girl. Yeah, who were viciously killed, violently, viciously killed. Yeah,
killed
absolutely.
for no reason. No reason.
Yeah.
They weren't even sexually assaulted. And so it wasn't even a sexual act. This was just
I didn't know that. I knew that one of them didn't have clothes on and the other one had the other girl's clothes on.
right. They say that there was no sign of sexual assault.
Good. I'm
And
glad.
so, you know, that to me is a little bit peaceful, but then that also takes away motive of the murder. Why? It makes no sense. This crime makes no sense.
Well, he was a violent guy, that Logan guy.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very violent man.
Ron Logan. There we go. That was the
Yep.
name. I'm trying to remember what his first name was.
Yeah.
And he had, you know, he had lied about where he was at that day. They say
Yep.
it was because he was driving on a suspended license. Look, people drive on suspended licenses all fucking day. That's not that big of a crime.
Right. I agree. I agree with you.
To lie about what you were doing. Nah, come on. And their bodies were on his property.
Yep.
So it just, I don't know. It is,
And he looks like that guy. He looks more like the first drawing than Richard Allen.
well, you know, that's the other thing. What's with I never understood the 2 completely different suspect drawings. You know, they had the first one, and then the years later they released the second one that is the baby face, which looks like Klein. What was his
The guy that was writing to him.
that was writing to the girls pretending to be the young kid.
Yeah.
His last name is Klein. I mean,
Yeah.
that guy matches one of the drawings, but I hate police sketches anyways. It's so hard to figure out who is who with those because they never look like the suspects, in my opinion.
Right.
Very seldom ever. Sometimes you might see like the eyes might look the same, but then both pictures look completely different. I mean,
Yeah,
now
they're 2 different people.
well, now they say they had been pressured to release the second one because people had given on that, and then because they wouldn't release it, people were getting mad, so they were pressured to release it. You're the fucking cops. Why are you pressured to do anything?
Yeah. Exactly. And I don't. Somebody obviously, I think, dropped the ball on that case. I definitely think somebody dropped the ball on the case. And then, you know, when they picked it up, I mean, they picked it up so bad with this wrong guy. I can't even imagine what his wife is going through, what he's going through. And it's very important that people know that he also, not only did he confess to the murders of the 2 girls, I'm sorry, he confessed to murdering his grandchildren, which he doesn't have.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
Oh, yeah. So he confessed to murdering his grandchildren, which he doesn't have. He confessed to this other thing that was impossible for him. So he's confessed to quite a few things.
Wow. So Pops and Sass says, as much as I'm terrified of AI, maybe we could use the audio and see the conclusion of the same. Is that even possible? I don't know enough about AI, but I'm assuming they could.
Yeah, I don't know either. I would think that I saw like a grid on somebody's channel where they were measuring his height and it was a taller guy. So it wasn't somebody as short as Richard Allen.
Well, Crime Door evidently has the crime scene, the video from the phone on the bridge where he's coming up and he says, "Hey guys, down the hill." Crime Door, and if you guys don't know what that is, look that up on your phones. It is really cool. They do the crime scenes on there and do like a AI walkthrough, and they have it from the girl's perspective of seeing the guy come up. It's really a neat comparison.
Crime Door?
Crime Door
on TikTok or YouTube?
on your phone. It's just an app. You can get it off the App Store.
I don't know about that. Let me see.
Yeah, the guy that was involved with helping find the Golden State Killer and with that book, he helped design Crime Door. Paul. Is it Paul? Paul? Lord, I'm struggling with remember names anymore. But you know, I had somebody say, "Well, he was a family man, so he was living, you know, all these years acting normal." Well, can't go off of that because so did the Golden State Killer.
Yeah, and so is this new Long Island guy.
Right, the Long Island Killer. He lived for years.
No, he's
acting
still living. The guy I'm talking about, they're still finding bodies. He's the
a new
Rex Uriman.
yeah, Rex Sherman.
Yeah, he lived family. Look at John Wayne Gacy, didn't he?
Yeah.
You
He
can't go by
was a
that.
man. You
Look at
know,
Melissa
so
Moore.
you don't like
her dad.
Melissa.
Right, look at her dad.
Yeah, I mean they go. Criminals can hide. I mean that's not a sure thing. I just don't feel like there's enough evidence. And here's the thing: if he is guilty, and if he isn't guilty, either way, his wife is a victim in all of this.
Huh. Well, yeah, sure.
Was it the last one? I'll check again. I probably did, but life has been super crazy, super insanely crazy. But then I just belched on camera. I am so sorry if y'all heard that one. I shouldn't be drinking a Coke. I wanted caffeine, so I opened a Coke, and man, it hit me.
That's all right. That's okay. I don't think that there was enough. There's nothing except that bullet that's on the scene. That's the only thing. And
he said the clothes he was wearing that day was a Carhartt.
Yeah, but everybody wore blue jeans, blue jacket.
And so that kind of matched. But the video had already been out there. So did he see that and he's just thinking that's the color jacket he had on? I mean, we don't know because they never talked to him in the beginning.
Right. Well, here's what I do know. There is something that came up with that Carhartt jacket. I don't know if you saw anything about that. So the Carhartt jackets, apparently, they keep track of these Carhartt jackets. Like, they'll know where they sell them to and stuff. And so there was something with the number of his Carhartt jacket that worked in his favor, but then you never heard anything more about it.
See, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, there was something with the Carhartt jacket. I don't know if it was sold after the crime or something. But it was something that kind of cleared him, and you didn't hear anything more about it. He has one daughter, I believe. This Richard Allen. Richard Allen has one daughter, right?
But I mean, and listen to his wife. I mean, she breaks my heart. Even if he's guilty, she firmly believes he's innocent.
Right.
And even if she believed he was guilty with evidence, you know, and goes, oh my God, I mean, that doesn't take away the fact that's her husband and she loved him and she was fooled. But then she has to live with the ridicule and the hate. And
right.
But
see, I was just talking. Go ahead.
But knowing that she firmly believes he's innocent and that it's something with these medications and what they did to him, putting him in the prison before trial, that's caused the mental slip because he was dealing with mental illness beforehand.
Yeah. See, I didn't know about the mental illness he was dealing with beforehand.
Yeah, he was dealing with serious depression.
Depression?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, I don't think he committed this crime. And I think that our whole judicial system really sucks right now with the plea deals that people are getting. And these crimes they're not being solved the way that they should be solved. And it's just horrible. It's just a horrible thing that's going on in our country. The fact that that guy was held in a prison and not in a jail is unbelievable. And they convicted him on a bullet that was never used.
And confessions. And they use these confessions, but then they're not being transparent about these confessions.
Right.
And the medications being used.
Right. Yeah, that's right. Well, I mean, here's the thing. I know about it. You know about it. People know about it because there's a lot of people that think Richard Allen is innocent. Here's a guy. Think about it. Here's a guy that worked at the CVS, right?
Mm-hmm.
who anybody would recognize and see.
Not a big town. This isn't New York.
Right,
It's not
right.
Houston. It's a small town. Delphi,
Right.
Indiana is little.
Yeah, so people would recognize him as the CVS guy, right? Usually.
Right.
So he's out there in the middle of the day, dressed as himself, pulling girls off a bridge. Seriously, I don't believe that. Another thing,
He
I
hasn't
guess,
shown his face. There's no covering of his
right,
face.
right,
There's
that's
no,
right. And I don't know how many people know this. I know that you know because you saw the show, but they manipulated even the voice in the sense of where they put it in the tape. Like they didn't. That's not where the guy says down the hill. You know, it's not where he says that. They put it in there to make. I mean, they shouldn't have even had it in the same fucking tape. All they had an audio and they had a video. They had two separate ones, and what they did was they put them together. They weren't meant to be put together, and that fucked people up. Because
Right.
the guy on the bridge doesn't have to be the same guy that said down the bridge.
Right.
He doesn't have to be the same guy. And the same guy that said down the bridge doesn't have to be the murderer. He could have just been somebody where the kids asked something, he said down the bridge.
Mm-hmm. Or, you know, to show them a way to get back around.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's what we heard on the special too, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so I think that is a hell of a fucking jump to have a guy who's never been in trouble with the law, convicted of 2 homicides, 2 young girls, never had any problems with the law, and all he did that we honestly know of is go and say, I was on the bridge that day. I didn't see the 2 girls.
Right. He went in willingly in the very
Yep.
beginning to, you know, because they were saying if you were out there that day, let us know.
Yep.
He went and he tells them, they ignore it. I'm sorry. If somebody comes and tells you they were there on the bridge that day around that time, he should have been interviewed immediately.
Absolutely.
Immediately. Because in my opinion, any evidence after that is not any good.
Right. What were you wearing? He could have remembered everything. I walked this far. I walked that
Look,
far.
5 years later, I'm not going to remember what the hell I was wearing that day. I'm just
Right.
not. You're talking about it a long time. So let's see. Popson says, please don't misunderstand, but if one of the victims were my family, I would want to know without question that they have the right guy convicted, not a guy convicted. Right.
Exactly.
But the problem lies is that sometimes families are so desperate for answers that they're going to take everything and anything the police say as fact.
Yeah, but still, I think that they definitely want. I think there's 2 different things with that statement. Yes, they are going to say what the police say as facts per se, especially if it's small town police and we know everybody there. But then, they also want the right guy convicted. They want justice for their children. You know,
Right.
I think that like if you said, listen, we can get this guy, we're not sure he did it, but we can go ahead and get him. I don't know that they would say, yeah, throw him in, you know, let's fuck up his life, because maybe, just maybe. I don't know about that.
I want to say it was Libby's mom. Oh. And
One
I
of
may
the girls' moms. One of the girls' moms.
I'll have the name wrong if I'm not careful. Come across as not believing that it was him. That she just seemed like she had questions.
Right.
And
I believe that.
And she didn't come out and say that, but there was just different ways of how she said things, and she just didn't seem I'm sorry, if it's my kid and we're talking about it and I believe that's the killer, you're going to hear my conviction that that's
Right.
and I just didn't hear that in her voice. You hear that with Koberger, you know, you hear that with the Idaho 4's parents. They're convinced, and you hear it in them when they talk. And I just did not hear that with either parents of these girls.
Yeah, I didn't hear the 2 women talking, the family. I did hear them talk, but not about his conviction. I just heard them talk about, you know, what she was in, what the girls were into, how close the girls were, you know, and the sister spoke. And, you know, there is a channel and I hope it's totally conspiracy. Not that conspiracy, but there's a channel that has that whole videotape, and there's nobody in the background, and they actually make a video of a person in the background. They actually do an AI of a fake person in the background and how it has that shake to it, and then they put it side by side to the video, and it kind of matched. I forget which. I want to say it was Crime Circus.
I think it was Crime Circus.
Oh, so you've seen that too, then?
It sounds familiar.
Yeah. So
The blanket. These dogs in their blankets. But let me play. I'm gonna play the thing on Hulu. I'm gonna put a thing up because I don't want them to. You never know.
okay.
What they'll strike for. But this is interesting to hear his confession. But let me put this up. Wait, where am I? Wrong tab. Let's see. There it is. Okay. It's about here.
What?
I killed Abby.
Okay, here we go.
What's going on?
Can y'all hear that good?
I can.
Okay.
I just wanted to apologize to you.
What's going on, sweetheart? Are you not
I did
feeling
it.
well? You did
No,
what?
I did it.
What?
I killed Abby. I killed Abby and Libby.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't, Darren. They've messed up your meds or something there.
He sounded like a robot.
So you can hear his speech sounds weird.
Yeah, it was almost like he was reading something too from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's slow compared to his interrogations and things like that. There's no emotion behind it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, because he's completely drugged, and somebody's in the cell block with him too. Somebody's in the cell with him when he's being interviewed. So
Yeah, and with him being in a prison, there's no control over who's in his head, what they're saying, how he's being coached, coerced, all of that. So I don't know. This it just doesn't fit. I have more questions than I have answers, especially after watching this documentary.
yeah, me too. And the sad bit is, I don't know that anything's going to change for him.
Mm-mm. Not unless they come out with some DNA evidence that proves it was somebody else. That's the only thing I think that would save him at this point. I mean, he's got 130 years. I mean, it's pretty much a done deal. I don't see him finding a way out.
Do you see like the Innocence Project coming in on him?
I with the Innocence Project, they really only take cases with DNA.
Oh.
That before, I don't know if that's changed. I know that that's why there were certain cases that they were not picking up because there was no DNA evidence. But it would be neat to see if something like that could come up.
It's so wrong though. I mean, it's so wrong because like there had to be so much blood on the person that committed this crime, and there was nothing on this guy. I mean, like,
I'm
there
sorry,
was-
his wife would have noticed blood somewhere. Was he washing his clothes when you got home?
of course his wife would have noticed something. I mean, he was laying on the couch, she said.
Right. And I don't see how
And he could have, and I'm sorry, I know I keep interrupting. I'm sorry. But how could he have done that in such a short period of time, too? Like, how could he have? I don't believe. I just don't think it was him. I just don't
timeline down from when he was there to when she come home and he was home. It was a very short time frame. It was not. It was just a few hours, but I didn't think to. I forgot to write that down.
Yeah, no, it wasn't long enough. I mean, he wasn't gone long enough.
And so it doesn't make sense to me that, for one, where is the DNA evidence? This kind of crime, there's got to be DNA evidence.
Right? You would think so, for sure.
Somewhere. On the girls, on their clothing, some kind of touch DNA, something somewhere, and there's nothing.
Yeah.
That makes no sense to me. Just none.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I think that I think that seriously I wish this guy, I just think that there's an innocent man that's in there, and the other guy, well, he got away with murder, but he's dead now. I mean, Logan, but I
Right.
think it was him.
And I mean, before I was kind of like, oh, well, I mean, they must have had enough evidence to find him guilty, because I didn't get to watch the trial. I had too much going on.
Right.
And now, after watching these documentaries and then looking at some other, it's like, they might have missed it here. I'm not sold that he's innocent, but I'm not sold that he's guilty at all. At all.
Yeah, well, I'm right there with you, my friend. I'm right there with you. I'm gonna have to call this short because I gotta go to work tonight, and I really wasn't sure we were doing this, so I didn't prepare my sleep correctly for it.
Uh-oh, I am so sorry. Yeah,
I don't want you to be sorry. I'm sorry that I just keep yawning here, and it's like,
you're
oh
fine.
God, like I'm falling asleep. I should have, if I knew for sure we were doing it, I would have gone to sleep earlier, but I was putting out videos, and then you hit me at the last minute. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it was running 90 to nothing today, and then our sliding glass door exploded Sunday.
Oh my goodness.
And it was the weirdest thing. We're sitting here watching TV, the dogs are all sleeping, and we hear kaboom, and the dogs jump up and run around, and we go look. Dave's like, "Did you leave eggs over there?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "It sounded like an egg exploded." I'm like, "There's eggs over there by the stove," and we go look, and it's just spider webbed, and it. This morning he opened the door to talk to the ducks, and the whole glass just went phew.
Oh my goodness. So that was from the heat?
Yeah, it's been so hot.
Wow, unbelievable. All right, well, I definitely want to continue. I want to keep doing these with you.
Yeah, absolutely. I think
better,
this is for
I want
everybody.
to be better prepared.
Yeah, I was horribly prepared.
That's all right. I'm glad everything's going well. I'm glad that your daughter's doing good. That's good.
I appreciate that. It is between trying to buy a house, the daughter being scared, and the glass exploding. My week has just been woohoo.
Yeah, I bet. All right, well, we'll definitely do it again for sure. I'm sorry, I'm just falling asleep.
No, you go get some sleep, girl.
Okay.
The rest of y'all hang out. We're gonna sit here and talk some more.
All right, Brandy.
Bye, girl.
Take care. Thank you. All right.
So yeah, guys, it seems like we're all on the same boat, that we just don't. It's driving me crazy. We aren't believing in his guilt on this. I don't know. I hate that for the families. I hate to bring that up because, if they believe it and they've got closure, I hate to trudge up that trauma for them. But if he's innocent, then he's innocent, and that needs to be looked at. I don't know. Cases like this are why I do not agree with the death penalty, because had he gotten the death penalty, it'd be even worse. Yes, watch that documentary. It is called Capturing Their Killer, The Girls on the High Bridge, on Hulu. And I liked it. I thought it was a very well put together documentary. It gave me some different insights on things I had not seen. There is some stuff that's regurgitated from everywhere else, but overall, it was a really good documentary. But yeah, I need to show y'all this glass. This was absolutely crazy with how this door broke. Let me show y'all. Let's see. Oh, well, I guess it would help if I opened it. So that is my sliding glass door. The inside piece of the glass. That's what it looked like. Insane. And then there's wrong one. Sharing. See how that is just spidered. It's insane. And I opened it up last night and we were opening it very carefully to go feed everybody. And I'm just like, please don't break, please don't break. And you can just hear it crackling. I was like, oh man. Luckily, it didn't break and blow inward and hit anything. I mean, it literally, when it fell this morning, just went whoop, straight down. Just how my week's going. I mean, there's a lot of good things happening, but man, the crazy stuff. And LM Dragon, I do think I got that email about that case you want me to look over. Yes, Pops and Sass. Thank goodness. And I don't know how old this door is because it's an older mobile home. And so, there were no signs. Like if it had been on the outside, I'd have thought somebody shot it with a BB gun. But it was on the inside piece. Luckily, there's a second pane of glass, but I'm going to get some plywood and have it cut and put in that for right now, just to make sure that piece is safe. Because I definitely don't need the whole door exploding out with Dave gone. So Bubbles has sent me another case, that one that's happened in the Sarah Patrick case, where the 17-year-old, they arrested the 17-year-old for the murder of her mom and stepdad. We're going to start digging into that. We need to do another fun line. We're just up here gabbing like we did the last one. We had fun. Dave's home for a few more days. He'll be back tomorrow night. But and then he's off again to the craziness. He got to come in for a few days, which was nice. But all right, I guess we'll hop off, guys. What about her, the Sarah Patrick one? It's weird how the city, that county is doing that case. Like, there's some weird questions. I'm going to look into what she sent me a while ago and see if I can find anything. But like, no grand jury. They keep pushing the trial back, or the hearings back, not trial. Her trial is in January. So I think we ought to cover that one. That's a new one that's happening. Austin Drummond evidently had a weird conversation. I seen that earlier, but I didn't finish listening to it. And then Devil's Den. You know, I talked about Devil's Den over on Toddy's, and he is being looked at for 2 other murders. One was in Illinois, I think. And I don't remember the other one was. But he fits the description of those cases. Which, you know, when Toddy and I were talking about him, it was like there was nothing. All of a sudden he just kills, other than the grooming of the children. But now with that being out there, it's possible he was already a killer. It just baffles me. It just baffles me. But, oh, and I do start work at the school soon. I got to do my training, 3-hour training, and then your girl substitute teaching. That scares the hell out of me. But hey. But anyways, guys, I'm going to hop off and go. I got to go clean up babies. I've got so many baby chickens right now. Silkies coming out of my ears. And I don't know enough to have an opinion, but I've told people who have passed far too young, I am so sorry. I didn't find that part odd. Yeah. But alrighty, guys, I will see y'all. I don't know. I'm not even going to say a day because then I end up not getting to do it because something happens, and I have no idea what the rest of this week holds. At this point, we're looking at getting a new home put on the property, and that paperwork has been I should have gray hair, Foreman. I'm not going to lie. It has been crazy. And once I sign that dotted line, I will show you all my home because it is so pretty. I'm so excited. And but you guys have a good week. It is Tuesday. We're not at hump day yet, but we are in the middle of the week, basically. Have a good one. Stay safe. Stay cool. It's so freaking hot. Man, the heat's miserable. And I will see y'all soon, okay? We're going to do a membership live. We got to get on that book. We've got to finish that book. I think I'll do the audio, play the audio, and let some clips play of the family. That way we can get through that book. But anyways, y'all have a good one. I'll talk to y'all later.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last.